Yeah, I mean, it's a catch-22. Obviously, you're not playing in the NBA Cup, you're not playing for something, but at the same time, I thought we learned a lot from it, and now we get some time to take a step back, take a look at where we are, where we're trying to get to, get the guys a couple days, and then also just work to get better. So it's been good.
What did you see in your film over the last set of games?
I liked the process of our offensive execution, the balance of our early clock spacing versus our execution over that 10-game stretch. Rim protection has gotten better, and so just continuing to get better at some of those details on both ends of the floor.
Is that how you bring it out? The 10 game stretch?
Not really. It just kind of depends on where we're at and the break that we get. Yeah.
Joe, like Jackson's ability to score in the paint and Pirtle, are those you kind of maybe think you have to work on the weaknesses to defend those, or is that something you just have to give up when bigs like that can score?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think just individual defenses in general you want to get better at. I think everything with that is time and score, and situationally. If you go back to when there's times if you have a lead, you want to protect it. Don't want to give up those catch and shoot or those overhelp opportunities. If not, you have to be a little bit more aggressive. So I think it's just a little bit of a time and score thing. But at the same time, obviously we have to get better at our individual defense every day.
Joe, when you got a guard like Derek who's as uniquely skilled at blocking shots and sort of even defending jumpers as he is from kind of a play, are you totally scheming defense around that? Like, what is it like having a tool like that within a defense? That's not a normal thing.
Yeah, I think the versatility of all of our guys allows us to maintain our shell a little bit more. It allows us to keep things 5-on-5, but it does put more pressure on individual defense. But that's the skill that we have. That's the talent that we have. Is our ability, all 5 guys, to play at a high level. So I think it more just when you have guys like that can do it, it allows you to maintain your shell for as long as possible, and it gives you a chance to play against different matchups.
You talked a little bit about wanting a different element from Hayden this year. Do you imagine the amount of minutes, the amount of shots, just like how involved he'd be in the offense? And what was the process like of kind of ramping this up for him?
I mean, it was never really a thing. I mean, we're just always kind of talking about just his, how he helps the team and finding different ways to impact the game. So it was never a number. It was never anything. It just kind of has happened that way because of his ability to impact the game in different ways. And when you have a guy that can score the ball at all 3 levels and, his ball pressure, his individual defense, his rebounding has gotten better. When you have a guy like that, it's just naturally going to happen. So just kind of happy where he's at and how he's, 1, playing, but 2, how the people around him have incorporated to make sure that we have that balance.
Did you guys have a plan for him over the summer? Just what did you see from his I know we wanted to improve at the pull-up jumpers and stuff like that.
Yeah, he had a player development plan as far as just kind of what he's getting better at as a player on and off the court, and he takes that very seriously and he works at it every day.
Joe, you said like a week or 2 ago that you guys haven't played your best. Are you happy about that? But does winning as much as you guys have while not playing your best, is there a mental thing where maybe it doesn't foster that desire to get better? Like the attitude of, oh, we're fine. We won all these games and we're not at our best. We don't need to get any better because we're still winning.
Yeah, good question. No, I think I've never felt that from the guys. I think one of the best things about these guys is whether we win or lost, they've had a desire to get better. And we've had games where we've won that we've been pissed after the game. We've had half times where we've been pissed at halftime even though we may be winning. And so I think the guys do a really healthy approach towards the process of what goes into it. And I think where we win 7 or 9 or something like that. Like there was 3 or 4 games where we weren't happy after the game and we knew we had to be better even though we were winning. So, but at the same time, when you lose, you can't go the other way. And it's like, we're not supposed to lose. I think the more we can just focus on the process, are we getting better every single day, what goes into that, regardless of the result, are we doing the things that are necessary to get better as a team? And I think the guys have a healthy relationship to that.
How's Sam doing? Is he good for tomorrow?
I haven't seen him yet, but he's doing a little bit better, adductor strain, so we'll kind of see how he is today. He's going to try to go through some stuff today, and we'll see how he responds to that for tomorrow. Look at that. Yep. You got it. Thanks, guys.